This story is the reason I started this channel. In July of 1944, the Navy and Marine Corps was fighting across the Mariana Islands and refining their over-the-beach tactics. In preparation for their operation on Tinian, the Navy crafted a brilliant, top-secret plan. The newly formed underwater demolition teams, along with a contingent of Navy ships, would stage a fake invasion at the south end of the island, forcing the Japanese forces to defend that position while the Marines actually landed at the more accessible northern beaches. On July 24th, codenamed J-Day, a newly formed team of UDT swimmers set out on small boats loaded with explosives to blow a reef so spectacularly the Japanese would believe that that was the invading force. They were supported by the USS Colorado, the Cleveland, the Ramey, and the Norman Scott. The Colorado's 16-inch guns opened up on the Japanese-held beaches, and in turn, the enemy returned fire with a massive attack. The Colorado instantly took several direct hits. Seymour Owens, commander of the USS Norman Scott and cousin-in-law of one of the UDT swimmers in the water, knew how critical the Colorado's guns were to the mission. He directed his ship to steer as close to the beach as possible and begin firing. His plan was to draw all the attention away from the Colorado and onto himself. The Japanese response was immediate and severe. The Norman Scott took 6 direct hits, one hitting the bridge, killing the entire command, including Commander Owens. The Norman Scott suffered 71 casualties total, 23 killed. Owens sacrificed himself and nearly his whole crew to save the mission and his fellow Americans. He would never see his family again, or even know if his sacrifice made any difference. Ultimately, the landing at Tinian was a complete success. The Marines suffered only 5 casualties in the operation, and they were all inland and not on the beaches. The plan was called the most unorthodox plan of assault ever attempted in the Pacific. Ben Milligan, author of By Water Beneath the Walls, wrote, "Owens, who was posthumously awarded the Navy Cross, but whose name today is just another black shoe legend to have faded from memory." And I didn't like that. So I will be doing my best to make sure these stories of valor never fade from our memories. And so that's why